What's up, my beloved? Y'all, welcome back to Perfect Sisters Joyrides. Y'all, this is episode number 3 already. Three. So, y'all, I'm on my way to get my gas. Now, this young lady, I've never met her in person as yet, but being in the TikTok community, you come across some awesome content creators, and this beautiful lady by the name of La'Donya, I started following, and she is just so sweet. So she works in the healthcare profession, she's married, and y'all, I just love how she does these cute videos with her husband, you know, and she is very open and transparent, you know, something like me. And y'all, I just can't wait for y'all to meet her. So y'all, let's go. So y'all, we are here waiting on my gas. I'm early. And y'all, like the last episode, what y'all would have seen was me chomping down some McDonald's Mighty Wings. And y'all, that's like one of my favorite things to eat, like, in the world. I know it's bad, but it is. So this week I decided, yes, like, you know what, I'm going to because I've been like on this off and on weight loss journey, y'all. Like, I've been trying to do it. Like, your girl been trying. And so I decided that I'm going to do like a green smoothie cleanse. I don't know how long it's gonna be, but yeah. And I get hungry. Like, I talking about hungry, like bad hungry. So while I wait, I'm going to snack on, I don't know, I think these, what they call rambutans. Like, y'all, I haven't had these in so long. I don't know if y'all ever, like, that. I can't remember how you eat it. Am I supposed to bite it? Open it up. Oh, yeah. Oh, I missed these. Definitely gonna be my snack for the day. Angela, y'all, I don't know, like, how many of you watch, like, My Talk, but there's a series called Cuffed. And y'all, like, I would like, seriously cuffed the cake. Food is my weakness. Food is the only thing I feel like I've not gotten a handle on. Like, I've gotten a handle on most things, but food, not so much. But yeah, so I'm gonna just sit here. I'm gonna like chomp down on a few of these. Wait for my guest. And she's here. Hey. Hi. Nice to meet you. You're so pretty.
Thank you.
Are we focused? Can we see each other? Yes.
Nice. Well, so we can be safe.
Listen, I am the worst. Like, my car literally is who tells me to buckle up every
like,
single
bing, bing,
and
bing. I know you hear me, girl.
annoying. I've never, like, this particular guy is like, come on.
Yeah.
Let me just break the lawn piece a little bit.
No,
not at all.
I have to remind my husband that too. I be like, put the thing on, man. Oh, that's for me. I thought it was telling us to be driving. It's like, what you mean it's telling us to be driving? Like, bing, bing, we driving, bing. Shut up.
So y'all, here is
La'Donya.
how are you?
I'm great.
Listen, this is like a whole TikTok meetup right now.
I'm just gonna say, I was like, this is strange, because she was a stranger,
Yeah.
but you ain't a stranger.
No.
I feel like I know you from, like, we was small.
Yeah.
I don't know you.
That's literally the effect that social media has on life now.
It's dangerous.
You know, I love
Be
it.
here for it.
I love it. I love it. I love it. When I first saw your videos, I was like, she is so cool. And I love, okay, so y'all know we be driving in Nassau. That was a speed bump, you know. Thank God it wasn't a pothole. But when I first saw your videos, I was like, she is so funny. And I love it because, well, my guests know now, like, I am a straight up clown.
Yep.
Most people wouldn't know that though. Like when they watch my videos for the most part, they think I'm kind of serious.
Yep.
I am not.
Yep. I think it's beautiful to be so versatile and not be, you know, serious all the time.
Yeah.
But not jokey all the time.
Yes.
'Cause that could be
Annoying.
to be, you know, like there's a time for everything.
Yes.
That's what I mean. Like there's a time.
Unfortunately, my friends and my family, they don't experience, like they just they literally get like either one or 100.
Oh wow.
like either I am completely like chill and calm and just unbothered, and then I'm like,
Who's that?
like
What's going on there?
you know, it's like sometimes I feel like my mom is like, you're not who you are on camera. I'm like,
Don't worry about that. That's me on the inside.
you know.
That's me on the inside.
It is what it is. But I noticed that you have a podcast.
Well, we just started our podcast, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, like literally just started. It's not even out yet, but it'll be out tomorrow.
Wow.
It'll be out tomorrow.
That's so. By the time this airs, it
It'll
will
be
definitely
out.
be out for like a
Oh.
week.
Okay, yes.
So you're
perfect.
So what's the name?
Perfect. Okay, so you know we're in the podcast era now. You know we had the YouTube era and the Instagram era. We're in the podcast era now. Everybody in the Grammy have a podcast. So, like Bahamians, we need a podcast too. So me and my husband, we have a podcast called Rowdy, and yes, I know it's about communication amongst different relationships. So it's not just like romantic relationship. It's communicating with your friends, communication with your family, and all the little hard conversation. Because that's why we called it Rowdy. Because it's like when it's Rowdy,
Yes.
everything on your chest is come out.
Yes.
You'll be like, and that's why I don't even eat your potato salad. You'll be like, I didn't even know you had a problem with my potato salad. When Rowdy comes,
Yes.
everything is on the table.
Yeah.
So
I love it.
that's
I love it. We are very much like, we are those people. We are those type of people. I mean, the things that we didn't even think we had issues with comes out in the. I'm like, really now?
It's just come bubbling out.
Okay.
But it's good because then once you get it out, we could deal with it.
Yeah.
Because if you don't say anything, then how am I supposed to know my potato salad don't taste good?
you could have just
You could
said
have just
it
told me that, and I could have, you know.
when you
work
tasted
on
it the first time.
I
and be
gotta
like,
work on that,
"Babe,
you know?
It was a little salty. You know, like,
Communicate. And I don't lie and be like,
it was so good. And I'm like, I'm gonna make my husband this potato salad because he loves my potatoes. Like, and you making it every week, and this man is like, oh, I just want to vomit. Like, why don't she stop
be
making
honest.
it? Because you said it tasted like more.
just be honest. Just be honest. Don't wait till Rowdy. But yeah,
Oh,
we're
okay.
excited.
I like it.
We're excited.
I like it because the two of you look like you have fun together. I saw the video. I think I don't know if it was yesterday you posted when you was like me waiting until we get to the studio. I was like, I love it. This is me. Like I commented. I was like, I'm sorry for my future husband because he is going to have so much of this nonsense happen.
Yes, he's
Like-
gonna come equipped. That's how I feel. I feel like my husband is equipped for my foolishness.
Oh,
Yeah, he's
well,
equipped for it.
I could pray.
Yeah.
Hopefully it rubs
Pray.
off on me, you know, because
Pray.
I'm like, you in for a treat.
Pray.
A whole
Pray.
bozo treat. Like real. That's how I am. But I love it. So we did stop the Dunkin' today. Unfortunately, they didn't have any lemonade.
Oh,
base.
wow. Okay, that's fine.
So I got green tea base for you.
Ooh.
So that is dragon fruit and strawberry.
Ooh. I like trying new things.
You like? I got the same exact drink I got last time.
You got it with the coconut?
Yes. I like it.
And start a revolution.
You know?
Okay. Green tea and
I made a very conscious decision yesterday that I think I'm going to go on a cleanse, a green cleanse, a vegan cleanse, or whatever you want to call it. And it's literally only like 3 o'clock in the day, and I felt like I felt like my soul just leaving my body, you know, suddenly. I was just
it's bad though.
I'm hungry.
You know, it's so funny but that. So we were talking about like going on this healthy journey and whatnot, right? What it is? Tuesday? So we were like, you know, we starting Monday. And then it was like, okay, today we could just eat bad today, and then we can start tomorrow. And then you was like, hey, what you want from, you know? It's like, oh, I love donuts.
Don't I?
I gotta say no and be like, oh my god.
Well, guess what? It's good because I'm on it too.
Yeah.
So I didn't come here to
Good.
charm you today.
Good.
Because the last episode, I was eating McDonald's Mighty Wings. me and fried chicken have a we have a love affair.
Ooh.
Like, see, you be passing KFC right now. Like, I'm just like, and that's when I knew I was cuffed to cake. I like you actually do what my thought.
I did. Listen, that conviction. And I'm like, why can't I get? And I keep on saying that's like it has to be a connection between food and even exercise, and why these two things is the
hardest thing to do.
It's the hardest things to do.
I watched a video the other day, and I don't know why it made so much sense, and I still need to like do a little something studying. But this pastor, he was talking about how our bodies, because like our flesh, like it's automatically going to self-destruct.
Yeah.
So we automatically do everything
You have to do correction.
that we're not supposed to do to actually keep these bodies functioning. And I'm like, hold on. So you equating this with like the same way we like to sin? Hold up, like that's
Exactly.
hold on, that's a different type of revelation. What's happening right now? But I've been on this like off and on weight loss journey for I don't know how long. I've always had issues with my weight. But when I had my son, I just made a conscious decision. It was just like, Tracy, you got a little human who needs you, who is relying on you, and you got to get it together. Because when I had him, I was like 260 pounds. When I had him, I was 260 pounds, and I lost like 90 pounds.
Wow.
And I was like, wow, I'm, doing so good. And then here comes the pandemic. And I put on like 20 back. I put on like 20 back. And I'm like, oh my God, okay. Okay, so now that everything's kind of settling down and all that stuff, now we're trying to get back in, going to the gym, trying to diet. I'm like, why is it so... Okay, so I was telling you how I lost like 90 pounds, and I just knew like I needed to be a different person, you know what I mean? Like I wanted to be there for my son, because I struggled with endometriosis for 15 years. And so, well, for you guys
You got it like as a teenager?
At 12. It started about at 12 years old, when I first started to see my period. Within the first maybe 2 times, I started getting very, very sick. And I was basically in excruciating pain every month. I actually spent basically half of my teenage years in the hospital. like every single month,
Wow.
I was in the hospital on drip.
Some people just don't take endometriosis serious though. They feel like, oh, the period ain't not bad. Everybody's got cramps. Everybody is, and you could do it. You could get up. You could go to school. You could. And it's like no, like this is a real thing, and it's painful. It's debilitating.
It was bad.
Yeah.
Like like once it came on, I couldn't keep down food. So even though the period would finish, I would still be throwing up for like a week and some. And that's how I used to end up on drip.
Yeah, because you're not dehydrated.
Every single month.
Sorry, I'm a nurse. All my nursing.
Yes.
All my nursing. I'm just popping out now.
Yeah, they started to, they didn't want to put me on birth control because I was so young.
Yeah.
And so they started treating me with like Voltaren and Baralgin. Mm-hmm. And I ended up developing ulcers from the Voltaren.
Yep.
And I ended up having to have my gallbladder removed. All these, it was like one thing after the next. And when I was 20, I think I was 21, I had with laparoscopic surgery. They went to look, and then they saw it was so much, and they started to burn it off and all that stuff. Yeah. And then they started to treat it. And then 5 years after that, I got pregnant.
Because that is one of the complications, I guess to say. A lot of persons who have endometriosis, they possibly be infertile or have a hard time getting pregnant. That's true.
So it was like 5 years.
Jeez.
And I lost him. Yeah. I lost him in the 6th month.
I just didn't say it's a him. I mean, it was far. Oh.
Yeah, I lost him in the 6th month of pregnancy. And they had to induce me. I had to deliver him.
Oh.
I had to deliver him. And
traumatic.
That was, there are certain things that you just don't wish on your worst enemy. Yeah. And that was one of those things. And going through that kind of set me down this downward spiral, honestly, when it came to my body, when it came to how I saw myself. Like, I didn't even see myself as a woman anymore. It was like, you're a mother without the baby.
Yeah.
Because
you went through the whole
through the whole process, and I was literally, we were planning the shower. So like the shower would have been like maybe like 2 weeks after that. So I had like everything basically for the baby and all that stuff. And I was so excited. And just one day I just felt, I was like, something's not right. And I went and I said, let me just go do an ultrasound. Let me just check. Because I was already kind of, I had a Doppler.
At home.
So I was listening to this. And one thing that if you don't really have like somebody in the healthcare profession or like you haven't really looked it up, your beat is down here also.
Okay, so.
And so you don't know all the time unless you understand that the baby's heartbeat is always a whole lot faster than yours. Yeah. So you're hearing this beating and you're like, I wonder if this is the baby. I wonder if this is me. And I went, and when I went to check, there was no heartbeat. And I was like,
swallow me up.
Wow. Like they delivered him the next day.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, they delivered him the next day, and I remember coming out of the hospital. It was like, don't learn something. Like, I went and I came in with a belly, and now I'm out without a belly, but no baby. And that was like the most.
That's
traumatic experience I've ever been. Like that is true heartbreak. Like, there is nothing that I don't think I've been through. Like, I lost my dad last year. And I don't even know if that was as bad. Because it sent me straight into depression.
Yeah. I always told my husband that I would rather not get pregnant than have to deal with a miscarriage. And me and him always went back and forth because he was like, yeah, but at least you know you could get pregnant if you do. And I'm like, you don't understand what it is to have and then not have.
Yeah.
I said, that is traumatic. And that is kind of like what we experienced 2019. We went on a cruise, came back, and I just started having these horrible, like, pains. But it was, like, coming and going. So, like, any baby man, I was like, this must be gas. I need to drink some tea. And then, like, one day it got so bad, I just went in the tub, and I was just running hot, like, boiling hot water over me. And it would not stop. It was not. And my husband said, we need to go to the hospital. We need to take you to the hospital. I was like, yeah, let's go. But first, let's go get something to eat. Like, like I was taking it serious, but it was like, it was coming and going, and going. I didn't go into a wedding. I didn't do all kind of things. And then he's like, we need to go to the hospital. Take on, get checked out. It's like, okay, we need you to do a urine sample. Pee in the cup. So he's like, yep, you're pregnant. And I'm like, what? No. And he said, yeah. He said, but we need you to do a scan. And I was like, okay. Like, it didn't even hit me.
Yeah.
Like, everything happened so fast. And then they did the scan. It's like, yeah, it's in the tube. You need to go to the emergency right now. And I'm like, I need to go to the emergency? What? It's like, yeah, they have to take that out. And I'm like, so y'all can't just move it, put it right where it belongs. It's like, no, it's already ruptured. And like, this is serious. So that same day, went to the hospital, had surgery. I woke up, and it wasn't until like that day that it hit me. I was like, hold on, wait a minute. I had a whole, and then what? Like, it didn't hit me till like days after that this happened.
Yeah.
And like, my husband was like, oh, at least you know. Like, I was like, yeah. But now I'm one tubeless.
Yeah.
That sucks. That sucks. And then everybody's like, yeah, but afterwards, it has happened so quick. And then there's and I know so much people who had ectopic, and then they get pregnant right after that. So it can happen. It's 2022. It's 3 years later.
3 years later. Wow.
Not even a missed period.
No.
Like, my period, like, present. Like, the day you're supposed to come, present. I'm like, what's wrong with you? You don't understand the assignment?
Wow.
What we're trying to do here?
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, but we regular, though.
Yeah, like,
We regular. Like,
so, and something's working.
Yeah. But it still is like that constant reminder that
it hasn't happened just
it
yet.
doesn't happen in this. It doesn't happen.
I think knowing that I could have gotten pregnant like after that, 5 years after having the surgery, was like a sigh of relief, but then of course followed by a whole lot of grief. And it took me 3 years to get pregnant again with my baby, but he is also so my doctor believes he was a twin.
What?
So I found out I was pregnant. I was on Clomid. I was doing the ovulation, test strips, all that stuff. And I found out I was pregnant. And that was on a Sunday. The next Sunday I went to work. And it was like 6 o'clock in the morning because I was opening up the airport. And I had a pop. And I was like, hold on, what?
Inside you?
Yeah. And then I looked down. And there was the blood just gushing down my leg. And I was like,
what?
No, not again. Not again. And I ran home. The doctor's like, you need to go home. You need to lay on your side and whatever. And I was like, okay. And while I was doing that, it came out. Like, I felt, and I was like, okay. And I sat in the bathroom, and me and my ex-husband, and we cried.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like,
Because I thought that was it.
okay. At least I had a week of maybe,
Feeling. Yeah.
you know. And so we went to the doctor that day. He checked everything. He was like, okay, everything is out. Like, nothing's there anymore. So I was like, okay. Because I felt when the lump, like everything, like just, so I was like, okay, cool. Nothing. So 2 weeks later, I go for just a random checkup now to make sure, like, in case I need to have a DNC or anything like that. So during that time, one of my friends, she had given me this anointing oil, and I started to anoint my stomach. And unlike the last time, which was completely dramatic, and like I said, fell into depression, this time I said, God, I said, if you want me to have a baby, I'm going to have this baby. Like, there is nothing that's going to stop me from having this baby if this is your will for me. And I let it go.
Yeah.
2 weeks later, he's doing the ultrasound, and he's like, you pray? And I was like, yeah, I guess I do pray. And he was like,
This is the doctor asking you that?
and he was like, well, if I'm a doctor, that's a baby. And I was like, because at this point, he's already talking about me going to the States.
Yeah.
You know, because now, like, because we're dealing with the endometriosis and all these stuff. So he's like, we probably need to have a more extensive surgery done, stuff like that. So we having this conversation. And before he actually does the ultrasound.
So he's doing the ultrasound to look at
so he just
the uterus.
Yes.
For the endometriosis.
And he's like, that's a baby. And then he measured him. He's like 2 months. And I was like, hold on. Like 2 weeks ago, we just was in here.
Thank you.
Nothing was in there. And he was like, I need you to go get a scan, like ASAP, because he said, because we don't normally stitch, I guess, I don't know, cerclage or whatever it is. He said, we don't normally do that early on like this. He said, but if this is a viable pregnancy, we are going to do that. And I went, and I tell you no lie, in the same room where I found that I lost my last son, it's the same room when I found out that I was pregnant with my baby now, who is 4.
That in itself is
like full circle just moment. The pregnancy was, I was a wreck.
Girl, I'm going to be a wreck right now. I'm being strong.
Yeah, I was a wreck because I just was like, what if it happened again?
Yeah,
what if it happens again?
And the anxiety.
You know, it took, that pregnancy actually took a huge toll on my marriage.
Yeah, really?
Because my ex-husband had lost a son prior to my son first. So this is like the second son he's lost. And the first son was actually 9 months born alive.
Ooh.
And so I didn't get that.
Oh, wow.
Now I understand, but I didn't get that attention. He refused to like touch my tummy.
So that he don't get hurt.
And so like that took a toll on us. But I am a living testimony. Like, it could happen. You know, I had almost everyone, and I didn't find this out until I became an adult, that a lot of my aunts, their first child died.
Really?
And my dad actually a twin. And
how come you didn't notice it? Y'all better stop.
Okay.
Y'all family better stop with these secrets.
Yeah, secrets.
Y'all gotta stop.
Secrets. And I didn't know that was a thing.
Yeah, in your family.
And
you definitely wasn't prepared for that.
No.
Jeez.
No.
oh my gosh.
No. And like that's not a situation on my mom's side. So it's like she was trying to do everything that she could have done to help me, but it was like, come on, y'all. And I think like that's an issue too, like with a lot of Caribbean families where they hide these things, and it's like, no, because if you had said this earlier, we would have known what to do.
Yeah.
Not wait 15 years.
You're like, oh yeah, child, I had 3. So this a thing then. This a family thing.
Yeah.
Family, you're dangerous.
Yeah.
You're dangerous.
Yeah.
But I thank God, because it's like every time I start to get to that point of feeling like this must ain't gonna happen, this ain't for me. It's always someone or something that comes up to remind me that, hey, no.
Yeah.
We still on this.
Yeah.
We still don't lose faith now. Don't get discouraged now. Don't let your feelings take over.
Yeah.
We still in this, and I take comfort in knowing that whoever this little person is I have,
Yeah.
they could be something.
Yeah.
Cause there's a whole lot of hullabaloo just to get you here. There's a whole lot, and it's like whoever you could be, you can be something impactful.
Yeah.
And somebody scared, but
yeah. That's exactly
you
how
have to just be scared.
Yeah.
Sir.
Yeah. And I think too, to be honest, like when I look at my son, right?
Mm-hmm.
I understand that I had to become to be his mom.
Wow.
It's a level of
Wow.
strength that I had to develop.
Yeah.
There's a level of maturity that I had to develop in order to be the mom that he needs me to be.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Yeah.
I remember, so I am one of those people who, you know, speak over my son all the time, and he is just absolutely amazing. And because of my personal relationship with God, like one of the things that God told me is like, he's gonna be a minister. Like he's gonna be bigger than you.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, so what do I do now?
Yeah.
And I remember, like we don't look at things like when it's just happening, because we think it's just
happening.
It's just happening. But I remember my dad, the first time he met him. I've never seen this happen. But my dad was definitely, you know, a man of faith. And so he met my son for the first time. And he said, give me my grandson. And he took him in his hand and he presented him to God, just in our apartment.
Aww.
And he presented him to God, and he prayed over him, and he spoke over that little boy.
Mm-hmm.
And it wasn't until my father had passed and everything that God was like, this is the reason why because I wasn't married when I had the other son.
Mm-hmm.
And he was like, this child needed to be blessed.
Mm-hmm. Wow.
And so this is why you had to wait
Wow.
for him. And I'm like,
wow. And he gave him a good time.
and
too.
I look at him and it's like, you are such a blessing, you know, and you are such a huge responsibility,
Mm-hmm.
you know, and
Mm-hmm.
I take pride in the way I handle him now. I am so intentional
Yeah.
about how I handle him, how I talk to
Yeah.
him, how
Yeah.
I grow him up, you know. And I've gotten to this point where I'm like, God, what do I need to do to raise him the way you want me to raise him? What should I allow? It's like, because we don't do that a lot of
No.
times. We try,
Definitely
like,
not. We're
you
trying
know,
to make sure they eat, they stay alive,
Mhm.
they get to school.
That's it. Just take care of them.
Make sure they stay alive.
But it's like,
But it's more to it than just
how
making
do
sure
I
they stay alive.
cultivate the
Yeah.
purpose
Inside them.
inside him? Because
like my favorite scripture I always tell people, Jeremiah 1:5, before you formed me in the belly, you knew me. And that ain't just for me, not for my baby.
Definitely.
So before he was formed in my stomach, you knew he was already known to you.
Yeah.
He already had a predestined purpose in this earth.
Yep.
You knew when he was coming.
Yep.
You knew what he would do. And now I am literally the steward over this purpose.
Yes. Yes.
And I think as parents, we don't understand the gravity, of that.
It's so true.
So it's like I had to be me to have him. I couldn't be me then.
No.
And it's very like when I first got that revelation, I was like, oh my God. and so my prayer was like, now who do I need to be? What do I need to become? For him
to become. We need to become. It's a cycle.
Yep. Because our kids literally stand on the ceiling that we leave.
Yes. So if it's downhill,
we're giving them more work.
More work to do.
We're giving them more work.
Yeah.
But this journey has, afforded me so many opportunities to speak, especially to other young women who are going through the same thing. I never knew that so many people suffer from either endometriosis or PCOS. Like, it's like, what is, because some people have it on the extreme end, like me, where the pain is so bad that you have no choice but to know there's something wrong. And then you have some people who don't have any pain.
Like me.
But yet, they still suffer. You're seeing it now because it's coming out in infertility.
Correct. And that's something that I had shared earlier when we talked about story. When I found out about having PCOS was the first time that I thought I was pregnant.
Yeah.
And I missed the cycle, and that's the first time I ever missed the cycle. And I was so excited. And the doctor's like, oh no, it's just PCOS. And I'm like,
what?
Who? A PCOS? What is a PCOS? And she explained it to me, and I didn't understand because I didn't have the symptoms of PCOS.
Yeah.
When people look at me, I don't have the look of a girl with PCOS. I'm very athletic. I take care of myself. Not saying that people who don't take care of themselves, but you know what I mean. Like, I'm very conscious of certain things.
Yeah.
I don't look like that. So how could I have that and be dealing with this like this? So it's very confusing. Very, very confusing. But here we are.
And we're believing.
Yes, we are. Yes, we are.
We're believing for baby.
Lord. I try not to let the society factors, the age and all of that play a factor, because that really do play with your mind. I'll be 35 in November.
Okay.
And I'm like, Lord, by the time this child reach this age, I ain't gonna be into all this running up and down. I ain't be into all this. I could be 50 when they reach 50 and I have to deal with this teenage craziness. It's like, I don't know if I'm interested in all of that. And then I get reminded, someone, it's always just someone, something would come and be like, get me more excited again. Even when I see other people announce their pregnancy, I get excited all over again.
Yeah.
I'm like,
that was weird for me.
Really?
Because people would sometimes think that when you go through loss and stuff like that, that you don't celebrate with others.
Like, you would be so devastated.
But for some strange reason, it was like I was just extra excited when I saw a pregnancy.
I want to be at everything. Take me to the appointments.
Yes.
I want to come. I want to sit. I love when people do the whole journey. I stay glued to my screen like, oh, wow, look at that.
Yeah.
It helps, though. It builds your faith. Because if you could see it, it can happen. Yeah. If you could see it happening for somebody else, it could happen for you. Yeah. That's just what it is.
The Bible says faith comes by hearing. So it's like whenever you see it, you hear the stories about people with miscarriages or people who've taken 10 years to get pregnant, like, and then boom, there you go. And it's like, okay, Well, if it can happen for them, it can happen for me.
Yeah.
I love that.
Mm-hmm.
I love that. That's just... It is what it is. Like, I can't wait.
It's crazy though. I know that feeling. I had a lot of friends feel like they was afraid to tell me because they know I'm trying.
Yeah.
And it just seemed to happen like that for them. Even right now, my little sister is pregnant.
Okay.
And she took so long to tell me, and I wanted to strangle her because I was like, why you take so long to tell me? I think because she knows that I have been trying to have a baby for so long. She's 22.
Yeah.
And it's like, I'm pregnant. I'm like, why are you just telling me this?
Like, it's gonna be
I knew my
fine.
mommy already told me. She didn't know it.
No.
My mommy already told me, but I play it off like, what?
Yeah.
But I was excited that I don't like people to feel, I know you feel like you're being considerate.
Yeah.
You considering that person's feelings and whatnot, but it's like, don't rob persons the opportunity to experience what they are experiencing.
Yeah.
Let them choose whether or not they want to be a part or not.
Yeah.
Don't make that decision for
Yeah.
a person because they could be the biggest blessing to you
Yeah.
in that time than you feeling
And you
like
could be giving
hurting
them
their
hope.
feelings. Okay?
You could be giving them
Yes.
all the hope that they need in that same
Yes.
moment.
Share it.
Yes.
I say share it. I all about sharing it.
Awesome. All right, y'all. So we're about to wrap up this awesome
Yeah,
conversation.
It was really good.
It was good. I pray, like, every time when I decide to do something like this, I want to encourage someone. Someone could be able to take a nugget from my experience, the experience of my guests, because so many women go through so many different things. And I am so happy that you're so open and honest and about your journey. And, I can't wait. Because, I following you. We Facebook friends and also I can know it. I'm going to know.
It's about to be on. Plenty people, like, if I post something, anything baby related, they'll be like, is this an announcement? Do you have something to share? It's like, listen, when the announcement time, everybody can know it's an announcement. You don't have to come and question me on the DL and ask me nothing. It could be a movie.
Yes.
So just hold tight. When you see that movie, that movie starting, the trailer,
get your Amazon certificates. Get your Amazon gift certificates ready.
No slapping up. No slapping up. Y'all have plenty time to prepare. Get ready for that movie when that trailer start playing. Get ready.
Awesome. So, where can we find you, madam?
Oh man, I am all over. Facebook. My Facebook name is La'Donya Loves to Dance.
Okay.
So sometimes I post a lot of like inspirational stuff, a lot of funny stuff. However I feel, that's where I go. My TikTok, my YouTube is Such a Pratt. That is my page with my husband. Hey babe. So we like to do comedy videos. We like to do relationship stuff, lifestyle stuff, travel vlogs. We haven't done it in a while, but that was where we originated from. Sharing our life with others to show like what a healthy marriage relationship could be.
Yeah.
Black love, like what that could be. It don't have to be toxic, don't have to be a bunch of fighting and carrying on. Like, it don't have to be none of that. So that's what our pages was all about. And then we're starting our podcast, which will be Rowday, ROAW, on everything. We'll be everywhere.
Spotify, Apple,
Everywhere.
Google Play,
everything.
all
YouTube,
that.
we have video as well. So it's on YouTube.
Okay.
It'll be on TikTok. It'll be everywhere.
All right. So by the time this airs,
yeah, man,
they
we
will
should
be
have
up
couple episodes.
and
Go and
running.
check it out. Go, as soon as this over, go click the link and go watch that. Because it's hot. It's good. It's
Love it. I love it. It has been a pleasure.
Thank you.
It has been a pleasure, y'all. That was episode 3. Y'all, this 3. I can't wait.
You doing it. You doing it.
All
Continue
right.
to go forward with purpose. You did a video. You started your YouTube last year, and it was about purpose, and now we are doing purpose again.
Yep.
Here we go.
Here you go. All right, y'all. So we will see y'all next week. Bye.